Alright, hello and welcome everyone to our next part of our Warframe playthrough. And as you can see, we're in a strange place. Where is this place, you may be thinking? This is actually our clan dojo that we've been building on the sly. In the background while other stuff's been going on. Why build a dojo? Good question. You can get a lot of gear from dojos because they have a number of labs, like the 10 lab here. So you can research stuff. Funnily enough, Vault, our starter frame, is here. So if you didn't pick Vault at the beginning, this is where you get them. There's some other Warframes here. So there's Wukong, Zephyr. Those are both really good Warframes to go for. A lot of Arcwing stuff. A lot of random weapons and stuff. And as you can see, everything needs resources to research. Once you research stuff, you can craft a blueprint and build that item. So if you're serious about sort of maxing your mastery rank and basically getting to sort of the top end of the mastery rank, you're going to have to do this at some point. You can either build a dojo yourself as a new player. If you're playing solo, I would not recommend that because that is a huge resource sink. If a friend's got you into the game, chances are they are in a clan and they will probably recruit you in, so you don't need to worry about building all this stuff. Yeah, one of the first things we did, we built the Orokin lab. You can see we've researched these. These are actually cheap to do once you've got the dojo going. Like we said, if you can get recruited into a clan and save yourself this bother, would recommend. If you do this yourself, you gain clan affinity, which is like its own mastery. I think there's up 11 tiers of that at the moment. And if you do that, you can participate in something called an Ascension Ceremony, which we've got ready here. So we are going to do this. And look at that. That gave us 6,000 endo. Which is huge for this part of the game. And like I said, if you're in a bigger clan, they set this off. And the clan members have 72 hours to come here and sort of claim their reward. But as we're on our lonesome, who cares? Yeah, that's where a lot of our former and resources have been going into in the background. That does mean we can build these keys that we just showed off. Like I said, once you've got the blueprint, they're cheap to build. If you join a clan, you can just replicate any blueprint that's been researched already. And up and away. As you can see, these keys. Yeah, hobbled key reduces speed while equipped. The bleeding key reduces health. Decaying reduces shields, and extinguished decreases your damage. Why on earth would you put those on your Warframe, you may be asking? That's also a good question. We're going to use Rhino for this because Rhino can deal with all these penalties. What we do, ideally this is something you do in a group so people can share keys and share debuffs, but we're being insane and we're going to do the solo. I'm going to put one of each of these on. We put you on? Yeah.
Operator,
Got all four.
you have outdone yourself. If I may say, Operator,
Right, look how slow we are walking.
Suits you. Ha ha.
Thankfully, rolling parkour
Operator,
gets
my
around that.
foundry system has completed a build.
What you want to do when you've got these equipped, go to Deimos. Pick a mission. I suggest capture because you can just get the objective out of the way and then do what we need to do. Because we are looking for a... We're looking for a door. We are looking for a particular door. Funny enough, one of these keys will unlock the door if we find it. Yeah, this may take a minute or two, because these can be hidden out the way. Ah, there it is. This is what we're looking for. As you can see, it's a door. There are four keys that it may need. This one needs the bleeding key. And this is why we picked all 4 keys, because there's nothing worse than getting to one of these doors and not having the right key. So yeah, we'll open this up.
You've unlocked an Orokin Vault.
Excalibur Prime. You pick this up.
Warframe is being impaired by the artifact. You've got it. Something is different about this artifact.
You'll get another
Will
debuff.
stop at nothing to prevent that artifact from escaping. This won't be easy.
Yeah, and then the same corrupted sort of enemies you see in regular void tile sets spawn just to try and sort of stop you taking the item. But yeah, once you've got the item, just ignore everything, just run. Get to extraction, and that's when we find out what we picked up.
Another job well executed.
It's a mod. And these are special kind of mods. They are called corrupted mods. Because all of these mods, I think there's like 25 of them now. They have a... Most of them have a big positive, but they also have a fairly hefty drawback. And you have these for your Warframe, your weapons. And a lot of them are very good for endgame builds. Depleted reload, however, is not. So, kind of a wasted trip. Yep, that's another thing you might want to consider doing at this stage of the game, or a little bit later. These aren't necessary now, but if you're wanting to do late game content, you will probably need these. Yeah, shame we picked one that's not very good. Yeah, you get ones that can give you like 99% power strength for your Warframe, but then sort of cuts your energy efficiency in half, for instance. I think that one's called Blind Rage. So, yeah, like I said, some of them are very useful, and some of them less so. The really useful ones also, you're sort of running a lot of these missions, you pick up duplicates, you can sell them. You can go into... Yeah, you can go into trade chat and say, yeah, yeah, want to sell so-and-so mod. And people will pay... They'll pay you platinum. So yeah, if you... Yeah, so we've got a 50 starter plat, but
The sentients are not
if you want more and
nothing
don't want to
like
pay real
you.
money for it,
Did they adapt
yeah, you can sell useful
to
stuff like these
humor?
corrupted mods and make some money. And there is a website, Warframe Market. It's not actually affiliated with the game, but it's a pretty reliable sort of barometer for sort of how much things are worth in game. So yeah, you could go on there and well, gauge what other people are sort of selling stuff for, and then set a similar price. Not something I've done too much of, but yeah, important info, stuff to know about. Anyway, we are going to take these off because I don't need these on right now. We have got other things to do. Because you can see the game is like, oh yeah, complete the Saturn junction. Get on with that. That means a trip to Jupiter. We have... Yeah, we've done all the stuff we need to unlock the junction. We just need to get there. Yeah, solve 5 mods. Fully scan an enemy to add it to the codex. Look at codex. This is stuff you should have done by now because you have to do that for various quests. And Arkwing. Yep, we did that. So we need to go here.
You have loyalty issues, Taro. My Zanuka project will fix that for you.
Gonna do that. I'm gonna do another mission first. This one's a little bit unique. As up till now, we've had the Lotus pretty much always telling us what to go do. This one's a bit different. Sabotage, but it's a unique one.
Elemental condensers, helium-3 processors.
Yep,
Alex
Ordis
facilities
takes the wheel for
consume
this one.
Jupiter's resources on a massive scale. Operator, you certainly have an eye for strategic targets. Ordis has marked key infrastructure for demolition.
Get in there and kick.
Access the facility.
Yeah, I don't think I've shown off the Gas City yet, so this is the Gas City tile set. Yeah, as you can see, it's a bit more complex to navigate. Some of the doors have sensor traps on. Try to shoot them out, otherwise the next couple of rooms will have some nasty elemental abilities thrown at you.
First targets marked. Render them non-functional.
Okay, Ordis. Go do. Yeah, these things. Shoot these out, otherwise the next few rooms will be sort of full of electricity or
This facility's reactor cores. It would be a shame if something happened.
toxin or... Oh, blow these things up. Really should be using my iron skin for this. That nullifier is blocking our shots. And nullified our iron skin.
Most
Dipstick.
efficient, operator. Ordis has located the next bank of machinery.
But yeah, these corpus hit pretty hard. So yeah, this is definitely a step up in gameplay in terms of enemies dishing out damage to you. Yeah, because I remember when I first sort of came to this... Oh shit,
Elemental
oops.
condensers are
Yeah, that's what happens if you ignore them.
profit center.
Smash it.
Thankfully, we have iron skin, so we are somewhat protected. Until another nullifier just walks up behind us. I have a habit of doing that. I like, very good at ignoring personal space like that.
Now, turn your attention to the reactor core. Locate the console and initiate the overdrive sequence.
Yep. So yeah, we've destroyed those two things. Hack this.
Overdrive sequence in progress. This will take a few moments. Do not allow Alex personnel.
This is
to
where things get a little bit tricky. Regular enemies, who cares? Do need to watch out for the nullifiers, the ones with the blue shield bubbles. Yeah, these jerks. Because they will come up to these consoles and start trying to undo what we're doing. Yeah, like that. As you see, every time they do that, they will chip away that sequence integrity. That's sort of flashing red. So yeah, need to be on your game here. There's another one. Yeah, again, bought Rhino because we can shrug hits off to an extent. There's another one. Yeah, these are endless. Oh, just come on. Yeah, and they'll tag team. They'll do one side and the other, or both sides together. Oh, do one. Get off the console. Again, this bit is easier to do if you've got a group, because you can have someone at each console just keeping stuff off of them. Yeah, we'll see you. I'm not even bothering to cast abilities, so I'll just have to just keep on charging into these nullifier bubbles at the moment. That's why I'm like, oh yeah, take Rhino. I said we can tank hits. Yeah, you're just looking out for these guys until the timer ticks down. And then we have succeeded.
initiated. In a few brief moments, this facility will cease to exist. May orders suggest running for your life.
Yeah, this is why we had to show this one off, because, like I said, it's unusual for Ordis, especially this stage of the game, to be running mission ops like that. And he's got some hilarious voice lines as well, like that one. There we go.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
Fun stuff. Yeah, just make sure you're geared to tank a few hits. That's your fighting corpus. Use toxin damage because toxin bypasses shields. So we could have made that a bit easier if we sort of used the right faction damage, but we're stupid, so we didn't. Oh yeah, you may have noticed there's 2 junctions here. Actually, we can do the Europa one in a minute. Yeah, visit a dojo, build a former, complete a nightmare mission. Synthesis. We'll deal with that in a minute. Right.
You have loyalty issues, Tenno.
Let's go fight another boss. Seem to be doing lots of that at the moment. We fought 3 different bosses in the previous episode. Now we've got to fight Alad V. And it is Alad V, not Alad 5. Just in case you're wondering.
We've contracted you with a mark.
Alright, I do need to give a minor content warning for this boss fight because
Too many Tenno have perished to make
Alad V has a habit of chucking flashbangs.
There will be no stopping the corpus if Zanuka is mass produced. You are here to make sure that doesn't happen.
Oh, if it's your friends you're looking for, you're welcome to place a bid for my newest Zanuka prototype.
Oh yeah, this jerk is literally taking Warframes, disassembling them, and
You have loyalty issues,
making
Tenno.
his
My Zanuka project will fix that for you.
sort of pet attack dogs, basically. Not cool. And you may remember a couple of episodes ago, we saw that cutscene when we entered Jupiter,
Let me show you my new
where he basically took one Warframe and just disassembled it right before our eyes. Yeah, so he's a bit of a dick.
If Alad V is victorious
But
today,
yeah,
as I
don't be
said,
surprised if we get
Orokin
flashbanged.
use the pieces to build more of his pets. You must not let this happen.
Now, let me show you. Have you come to make a donation?
Oh no, we've got
to
an
my
stereo.
newest
Yeah, that thing. That was a Warframe.
Come to my lab for reconstruction.
Target acquired. Take them down.
Oh, I'm gonna...
Is your future, your destiny. You are obsolete.
What will we do first? Do we take you down first, or...
Generation.
It was Zanuka first, can't remember. Oh shit. Okay, so you need to knock your shields out, then... I hate flashbangs. Yeah, so knock out Alad's shields, then smash up his Zanuka.
Tenno, be careful. You must make sure not to damage all those parts of yours.
Yeah, so we knocked them out, now we go and kick his ass. Right, then he makes like the...
Target down.
It's not the most concerning sounds ever when you knock him out.
Tenno.
But yeah, I do not like this fight, and it's purely because those flashbangs. It's like, anytime you're close to Alad, he will just start randomly throwing those, and it's just really obnoxious.
Robotic signature detected. Lock and load.
Yeah, because there's like 2 enemies that do it in this game. He is one of them, and there's a Corpus enemy that has a habit of throwing them as well. And the Corpus enemy, at least, if I see them, whoops, I'll just book it. I won't even fight them. It's like, nah, I'm not dealing with this crap. Yeah, a little bit scruffy, but yeah. Focus on Allard. You'll knock his shields and stuff down. And then at that point, Tanuka will step in and try and protect him.
Contract complete. Great.
Oh yeah, Valkyrie is a Warframe you can farm here. But yeah, once you've got Tanuka on your case, you trash Tanuka, which really pisses him off, because loves that thing a little bit too much. And then you kick his ass. And deservedly so for blinding us like that. Yeah, Valkyrie, funnily enough, has recently had a rework, so she's a lot of fun to play.
Inbox messages await the operator. I wonder what they say.
Oh look, another love letter from you. That's the Ascension. Yeah. That just tells us, oh yeah, Ascension's in progress. Go get your 6,000 endo. Well, that's fun. And we've got the junction to fight, so let's go and deal with you. We have to fight Ember. Yeah, we'll take Rhino for this. Rhino's the correct call. Wow, we got the we got that skybox. Yeah, with the most recent update, a few of the planets have got alternate skyboxes, like that one we just saw. Game froze for a second. So really cool Jupiter in the background there. Fine skin, raw. Jesus. Okay. I know Ember's not the tankiest of Warframes, but yeah, we deleted her. Yeah, look at that. That's pretty cool. Anyway. Yeah, they didn't really get a chance to show themselves off that time. It's like, oh, I'll just close the melee and sort of do some damage, but apparently too strong. Too strong for you. Oh, we got the Penta Blueprint and the Deadlock Protocol. Yeah, enough missions to do at some point.
Your codex has been updated with a new quest.
Our struggle within the Corpus Elite has erupted. Seeking control, Nefanyo looks to the past, to the very origins of the Corpus itself. So that's not a mainline quest, but you do want to do that one because you get a very good weapon from that. And the Penta. Oh, you need to be Master Rank 4 for that. 6 for the Penta. Penta's a grenade launcher, but I don't really recommend sort of bothering too much about that. But yeah, welcome to Saturn. We get access to Chronia Relay, so that's handy. We have to deal with the boss who's down here at some point. Uranus Junction, because that's where the game is probably going to tell us to go next. Defeat Sarga's Rook at Tethys, so that's the boss. Kill 10 enemies with heavy melee attacks. Oh, we've done that at some point. 20 minutes to survive at the Titan. Oh, okay. That's going to be a snooze fest. Yeah, whenever we do that, we'll start it and jump cut to the end of that, because you don't need to watch us doing 20 minutes just crashing stuff. Transmutant mod, that's easy. Yeah, Uranus Junction.
All systems nominal.
I will probably end up doing a Deadlock Protocol before dealing with this. But in terms of today, I do want to unlock Europa just for funsies. How do we do that? We need to go see Simaris and learn about Synthesis. I think you should just go to a relay and talk to him. Now let's boogie. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do the Europa Junction, and then we'll call that an episode. Yeah, and then next time, I'm pretty sure I'm going to do Deadlock Protocol next. Like I said, just because I want to get hold of something specific. No spoilers. Like I said, it's a side quest, but it's very good quest for lore purposes because it goes into sort of how the corpus came about. Fast travel, Simaris. Yeah, so this is Cephalon Simaris.
Hungry for the knowledge of the sanctuary.
So yeah, he's a Cephalon like Ordis, and he is a complete and utter psychopath.
I am Cephalon Simaris, the destroyer, the immortal.
In his own words.
This is my sanctuary. It will enlighten you, Tenno, should you assist me in performing synthesis. You will hunt the creatures I require and transform them into beings of the sanctuary. That is synthesis. Is this murder? No. All beings of substance die eventually, but only those forgotten are truly dead. The end of the Orokin wiped out untold knowledge. Through synthesis, we can rebuild and preserve, create memory immortals within this data oasis. Will you become enlightened, Tenno? Will you hunt for me?
Sure. Because we have to.
I see we are of like mind. The sanctuary will be your project too. I can see you are hungry for the knowledge of the sanctuary.
Oh, new strange. Okay. That's another thing we need to do. Not today, but we will be doing that before we advance to Uranus. Right, we need to do synthesis. Here we go. Yeah, so synthesis. I don't know how many people have watched the first Star Trek movie, the motion picture.
Tenno, I am detecting a synthesis target. Use the synthesis scanner to track the creature.
That. But yeah, the big bad in that movie is an entity called Vija, and they basically went around the galaxy, encountering stuff, and anything they encountered, they basically sort of digitized into a digital construct for their library of knowledge. So yeah, it kills a living being in the process, but then they're immortalized in their library. Simaris does something much like that. So yeah, he will set up these hunts. We equip our scanner and we look for these little vapor trails. Avoid damaging the target. Oh yeah, he gets so pissy if you kill the target.
That's it. It will be a perfect specimen. Trap
We
it
found
so you
it.
can synthesize it for me.
Scan all points on the target to synthesize it. But we can throw these traps down, which immobilizes the target. And then you scan the glowing points. That's how you perform synthesis.
You impress me, Hunter. This specimen will be studied for integration into Sanctuary.
Well,
Thank you.
it took 2 whole minutes because we was basically yapping. I don't care it's time because you don't get anything for that.
Tenno, you will make an
Uh,
excellent hunter.
Yeah, so you go do that for
This is how
Simaris.
I can help you. Help the Sanctuary.
Oh, everyone is throwing affinity blessings our way. Oh yeah, if you get to Master Rank 30, you can come to a relay, and once a day you can sort of throw out a blessing, and anyone who's in the relay gets a boost. So we've got... yeah, we've got a 3-hour affinity blessing that 3 different people are throwing our way. Yeah, Simaris has some interesting mods and weapons. He will also keep a record of quest-related items. So, if, for example, you accidentally sell your Gara blueprint, for instance, you can get another one, albeit you have to get a crap ton of standing. Yeah, this is like a failsafe for players who accidentally sell quest stuff, which may be required later on. Yeah, he has some unique weapons, like the machete. That used to be a login reward, but it sort of just popped up randomly. So there are legit some players who played for years, never saw this, and were unable to master this because they could not get the blueprint. So they had to throw it in the shop eventually just to mitigate that.
Knowledge is the path to
Yeah, you get some unique mods for your sentinels here. The botanist one's useful for Oxylus. Not so much, not so useful now, but can still be used. But yeah, the synthesis scanner is a better version of the codex scanner. And if you get the standing, you can get some improvements for it, some mods. You can speed it up. You can get the soul battery widget, so you'll never have to buy charges ever again. It will just have infinite charge. Yeah, then you can sort of do double scans, and yeah, you can also sort of figure out target weaknesses and resistances. So, useful piece of kit to have, if you can be bothered. But yeah, Simaris will have a target each day.
I can see you are hungry for the knowledge of the sanctuary.
But yeah, that's something you can't do until you perform do the new strange. But yeah, he will have a daily target for you to go, and you go out and sort of run a mission, sort of get 3 or 4 of these targets, and you get a decent chunk of standing for scanning the targets, and you get a big chunk for sort of turning in the completed article. But yeah, morally dubious, because you are literally going out and killing these targets by digitizing them for this psychopath. But yeah, very morally grey character as our Simaris. There is a reason we did that. Was to claim that and unlock Europa for funsies. We had to fight Nova. That's fine. Such a scatterbrain. The ADHD is strong with us. I mean, I don't think you need to come to Europa for anything specific anymore. But it's nice to do, for completion purposes. And this is Nova. She does... Well, she controls antimatter. Yeah, so she does that, which does a shit ton of damage. She can portal across the map. She has speed control as well, so her fourth ability will prime enemies, so you can do a crap ton of damage to them. But depending on your power strength, oh, actually that's not true anymore. You can toggle it. But it used to be power strength based, so if you ran plus strength, you could slow things down. But you could also use negative strength and speed things up. So yeah, you could do a defense mission, run Nova with like no power strength and all the range. Cast her 4, and then the enemies are just absolutely just weird to the defense target to speed it up. Does carry a risk though, because you've also sped up their attack animations, their rate of fire and whatnot, so you can do that, but you better hope you can confidently defend the objective as well.
Tenno, your codex has been updated with a new quest.
Oh, the blueprint for a meh weapon. Oh yeah, New Strange. That used to be a main quest, but it's not anymore. But I want to do that because it has lore pertaining to the main quest. And Limbo Theory is for the Limbo Warframe. We'll be doing both of these in upcoming episodes, as well as the Deadlock Protocol. That is basically going to be our next 3 episodes, sort of those 3 quests back to back, and then we will proceed to Uranus. But yeah, that is very much it for today. So Europa gets a special treatment. It's one of Jupiter's moons, obviously, but it's a moon with a lot going on. Whereas the other major moons, like Ganymede, Io, they're just a node on Jupiter. Oh yeah, yeah, you can get to another section of the void going through Europa. I suppose it has that use. Yeah, it's more Corpus. So the Corpus are hanging around out here. I think there's some infested nodes as well, but there's not too much going on over there. But we've got access to it, so why not? But yeah, until the next time, that is us for today. So thank you for watching. Hope you
Operator,
have
this
fun
is
watching
to
this.
meet you. Will you begin
And
another
until next
mission?
time, we will see you then. So bye bye for now.